What's up, y'all? My name is Antoine. Thanks for checking out my channel. And I decided to put together a video showing the before and after the process of me having my room being built. This room started as an unfinished room, and I had to decide which wall I wanted to put the screen on. Just kind of planning out where I wanted the seats to be, where I was going to put the server rack at, and things like that. But check it out. Let me know what you think. So about 3 years ago, me and my wife had a house built, and I made sure that I had a house built that had a media room. I always wanted a theater room. I got this house. This theater room was like a blank canvas, and I had a lot of options. I thought about putting the screen on this wall, but that would have made the seats, the back of the seats would have been facing, would have been right by the back door. So I decided not to do that. The guys that I had working on my room, some contractors that they was familiar with finishing a room, but they didn't know much about theater rooms. So I kind of had to talk them through what I wanted done. And I told them that I wanted a riser built in the back of the room, and I showed them where I wanted it at, and showed them a video, and they was pretty much able to build it how I wanted it. When I got the riser built, and before they put the drywall up, I put in soundproof insulation so you wouldn't hear that echo. It would help with the audio of the movies when you watch it. I had to put the soundproofing in underneath the riser, all the walls and the ceilings. As you can see, when the room was unfinished, there was only one light right in the middle from when the builders built the house. So I wanted to get recessed lights put in the ceiling. I had a friend of mine come over and install the 4 recessed lights that I got installed. Now that they did all of that, it was time for me to install my wiring. So I ran my wiring for my 7.2.4 audio system. Wires just dangling, as you can see. But I put them in the locations where I wanted all the speakers to be. This right here is one of the housings for the ceiling speaker, and it kind of keeps the sound in the room instead of going upstairs. As you can see, I chose the locations closest to the lights. Well, actually closest to where you were going to be sitting at, where the speakers could be right above you. think this was like day 3 of my build. And when I came home today, they had the flooring put down over top of the riser and the drywall put up on the ceiling. And I was starting to get an idea of how things was gonna look. As you can see, they had the housings put up, the hose cut out for my Atmos speakers. I got the wiring dangling from all of the hose, and they're pretty much ideal over top of the seating position. Here I have my HDMI cord and my Ethernet cord dangling. Here's the housings for my ceiling speakers. As you can see, it has the insulation to keep the sound in. Today when I came home, they had the room painted and it's starting to look like a movie room. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell y'all was that I used a fiber optics HDMI cord. And if you ever get a fiber optic HDMI cord, make sure if you plan on doing an install like this, running it through the walls and everything, make sure that you look at the right end of the HDMI cord, because it's specific which end goes into the receiver and which end goes into the projector. When I did it, I didn't know that, and I put it in backwards. So ended up having to leave the cord up there. It's just a useless cord dangling from my ceiling, and I had to buy another one and run it around the wall. So ended up doing that, and I got like a black covering strip, so you can't really see it, but that's one thing that I regret and I wish I would have known about. Nowadays, all they seem to want to do is use you. This ain't the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows. Running the streets when I was just a snide nose. Crazy dreams got me seeing things different, so I swore that I'd never be that man I was. At this point, I got the carpet put in. I got my speakers set up. I got my screen mounted on the wall. And I think I got I got a couple of my seats in. I actually bought my seats 2 seats at a time. Seats expensive, so you want to kind of, plan your budget accordingly. Been slept on for too many years. So talented but misunderstood. And if I tried, I don't really think I could change. It's like I'm trapped in the fast lane. The simple fact that I'm back, I like conversating with tracks. Could been a little bit without the feedback. And I ain't talking to nobody but the man in the mirror. And with every sip I take, my slurred words get clearer. Like I said in my last video, you ain't in no race with nobody. If this is your hobby, you like watching movies, you always had a dream of building you a movie theater in your own home. Just take your time, save up your money, say you buy the right products and get what you really want. That's the worst thing to do, is to buy something and going the cheap way out and regretting it later and end up having to go back and buy something else. And you could have used that same money that you used on the cheap stuff and put that towards the rest of your savings and saved up to get what you really want.
Always focused on tomorrow and the day after, so you could say that I'm studying the next chapter. A different breed, I was cut from a different cloth. A Virgo homie, make my own rules, I'm the boss. I play this game and I don't remember ever taking a loss. A deep threat, so you can call your man Brandon Moss. With a little bit of West Roker, with just a little twist of fate, I do believe you wouldn't hit me, I'd be in the shelter. Wouldn't put my burdens on another man, couldn't do it, got too much pride, although my anger still burning on the inside. If I fall, homie, watch me get up. And my curse was just living with bad luck, or just another nigga not giving a fuck. And if they really want, try me, we can give up. I try to stay focused on the game plan ahead of me. Sometimes you get third along and gotta change your strategy. Never, I'd have been through the bad weather, no plans of going back, but sometimes you get sidetracked. I'm therapeutically writing pen, smoking like I'm sniping. I'm just saying what's in my head and never think they gon' never. Ever. Never.
Thanks for rocking with me. Once again, if you haven't checked out my theater room tour video, I'll leave a link below. And also, I'm thinking about putting together a top 10 list of movie recommendations that I've been watching during the quarantine. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, let me know your thoughts and opinions below. And thanks again for checking out my video.